everybody, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Freshers Fortnight. Now, as you can tell from the title of this video and the remarkably bare wall behind me, today we're going to be talking all about room decor because this needs fixed. All the way back when I started planning these videos, I asked you guys what you wanted to see, and a large majority of you said room decor, where to buy different room decor pieces, how to decorate your uni room for cheap, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start the discussion on that topic, and I do have another few videos coming as well. So today I thought I would talk you through some of my favourite places to pick up cheap little bits and bobs for your uni room because I need to get some stuff for myself as well. Before we do get into this video, however, I'm going to be talking a lot about the little added extras and the little bits of decoration that you can do to make your room feel more homely, and I would highly recommend that you wait until you get to your student accommodation before you start buying. Obviously, if you want to pick up your bedding and kind of more essential bits and pieces, do that before you move, but I wouldn't go around buying decoration bits and bobs until you get to where you're going, you know how much space you have and you know what you want to put where. I feel like everyone's guilty of this to a certain extent, but when you start to go shopping for uni, you do get a bit carried away. It's an exciting time and you have this vision in your head of what you want, but when it comes to it, there isn't actually a lot of space in your uni room, and you're better having the bare minimum to start and going from there rather than having too much and having nowhere to put it. So on my phone I have a list of a few little places that I like to pick up bits and bobs if ever I'm needing anything. The first of which is Dunelm. I think that Dunelm is a godsend. I would say particularly more for bigger things, Dunelm is pretty good. If you're looking for duvets, pillows, pillowcases, bedding, Dunelm is a great place for things like that. It's also great if you're looking for kind of larger furniture pieces, which you shouldn't need to worry about if you're moving into first year into student halls. But if you are moving into your own student flat and there's a lot of space to work with, you're trying to decorate the full place, Dunelm's pretty good. I got this mirror from Dunelm when I went with my gran and it's really filled in a space here. Also, something pretty random that I know literally 0% of you are going to need is curtain material. If you watch my empty flat tour video, you would know that I am absolutely repulsed by the curtains which you can see in the reflection of this mirror. They are too bad for me to even handle. So I actually went to Dunelm with my gran and she kindly made me some new curtains which I'm going to put up very soon and I am so excited for. Favourites, which is quite similar to Dunelm, is the range. Honestly, I spend way too much of my time and money in the range, but I just can't help myself. I'd say the range is probably a little bit cheaper than Dunelm, and I find that that's really good for like pillows, blankets, little bits and bobs. It's also really good if you're looking for like small over the door mirrors, things like that. They do have a lot of pointless stuff in there and it can be quite difficult to walk past it all, but please write down a list of what you need before you go to the range or you will come back with God knows what. I'm hoping to get my cork board here, possibly under bed storage. I might be able to find some decent prints, so let's go in and see what they have in store. Literally straight in the door, and look what I found, and only for £7. Another one of my faves, Homesense. Oh my goodness, I love that shop. So up until a few months ago we didn't actually have a Homesense in Aberdeen, but one has recently opened down by Union Square and it is great. Last year Claudia and I actually ended up picking up quite a lot for our new flat from Homesense because it is just the dream. They seem to have all bases covered. Like, we managed to pick up a lamp for our living room, which is my favourite thing. We have it in our flat again this year and it's just so beautiful. But they also have little knick-knacky bits and bobs, and the Homesense or TK Maxx candle section is the dream. Tends to be quite good for homey bits and bobs is Primark. It's always somewhere that I tend to forget about, but honestly they have a lot of good stuff in there and it's normally pretty cheap. Their bedding is pretty good if you're looking for something just quick and easy. They have like bath towels, bath mats, things like that as well. And if you're just looking for little knick-knacky bits, Primark is the place to go. Although I would say please do not buy too many knick-knacky things, there isn't a lot of space. Although they might look good in the shop, when you end up getting them home and you start getting buried under Disney snow globes and pan print cups, you're gonna start regretting it. One thing however that I really would big up Primark for is their over-door hooks. These saved my life in first year. They're a total space saver. Hang one over your bathroom door if you have an ensuite and you can pop your towels up. Hang one over your main door to put your coats and jackets on. Hanging space is like a premium in student accommodation. So definitely get yourself some over-door hangers if you are struggling and thank me later. Favourites is B&Q. Honestly, I love a trip to B&Q at the start of the year. Although it does sound very strange and different from all the other suggestions, I feel like if you're able to go to B&Q and get yourself some plants, be them real or fake, they definitely make the space seem a lot more open and airy and kind of homely as well. Plants are something that I've always had in my room while at uni and I'm desperately needing one for this room. I want to get one to go just behind here because they make such a difference. B&Q was actually one of the first places I went with my mum when she dropped me off in first year. I just knew that I wanted a plant and honestly it made the space seem so much nicer. Halls can sometimes be pretty difficult to decorate because they are just big square boxes. A lot of the times you might have brick walls, they're quite dark and dingy, but if you can get some plants in there, brighten up the space a bit, it really helps. So those are like my main 5, but somewhere that I do just want to quickly mention is Wayfarer. Now Wayfarer is a little bit more expensive, but if you're looking for something in particular, particularly if you are living in your own student flat now rather than in halls, Wayfarer has some good, more long lasting special bits and pieces. I always think it's quite difficult to buy more expensive stuff when you're living in halls because you know that you're only going to be there for the year. But I feel like if you are at the point that you're living in your own rented student flat and you want to spend a little bit more money on something special, Wayfarer has some nice stuff. Personally this year, one of the things that I kind of want to invest in quotation marks, is lighting, because the lighting in my room isn't great. The only time that this room is light is when those curtains are open, and that doesn't really work too well because it's not that private. So I really want to get a nice light for my bedside table because this is a little bit grim, it's a little bit gross. The light up in the ceiling does not work. It is so painfully weak. So I'm going to try and look for some lighting. I have seen a few little bits on Wayfarer that I quite like, so we'll see how that turns out. So that is it for today's video. I hope this video gave you some ideas if you're looking to furnish your university room. These are some of my personal favourites, and I hope that if you're looking for anything in particular you find it at one of these places. If you guys have any go-to shopping spots, definitely leave them down below in the comments because they will be a big help to anyone that's looking. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, definitely keep your eyes peeled for little room transformation videos here and there. I'm currently at the stage that I've unpacked all of my main essentials, but I'm yet to kind of organise everything properly, so definitely keep your eyes peeled. There will be a video coming soon. Definitely check on my vlog channel as well because I have been doing moving vlogs. And I'm going to finish this video now. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow with another video. Goodbye.